Win the morning, win the day. Unlocking the power of early discipline. Keynotes. Your morning is a mirror. It reflects the rest of your day. Discipline is not a feeling. It's a decision made in advance. The first hour sets the tone for mental and emotional strength. Routine over randomness. Build systems, not excuses. Motion creates emotion. Move first, then motivation follows. Silence before sunrise. Morning is the gateway to spiritual clarity. Small morning wins become massive life victories. Don't let comfort kill your calling. Beat the bed, build the life. Introduction. There is a battle that happens every single morning, and it doesn't take place in the office, the boardroom, or the gym. It happens in the quiet of your bedroom. In that moment when your alarm goes off and your mind starts negotiating with your future, will you rise with purpose, or will you roll over and hit snooze on your destiny? Because let me tell you something powerful. How you start your day determines how you live your life. The most successful people on this planet don't wait to feel motivated to act. They build systems that shape their success before the rest of the world wakes up. Early mornings aren't just a discipline, they're a weapon. A weapon against laziness, a weapon against procrastination, a weapon against the version of you that keeps settling for less than you were created for. You were not born to be ordinary. You were born to conquer, and that conquest begins before the sun even rises. But here's the truth. No one wants to admit your future doesn't respond to your wishes. It responds to your habits. And the most foundational habit that creates champions, leaders, visionaries, and warriors is the habit of early discipline. Morning isn't just the start of the day. It's the foundation of your purpose. Win the morning, and you stack the odds in your favor. Lose the morning, and you spend the rest of the day playing catch-up in every area of life. This speech is for those who are tired of living on autopilot. It's for the dreamers who are ready to wake up and become doers. It's for the fighters who know that victory doesn't come from being comfortable. It comes from being consistent. You want to rise? Then rise early. You want to change your life? Then change your mornings. And if you stick with me through this message, I'm going to show you exactly how early discipline doesn't just transform your day, it transforms your destiny. Keynote 1, your morning is a mirror. It reflects the rest of your day. Your morning isn't just a routine, it's a mirror. It shows you who you are and who you're becoming. Before the world ever sees you, your morning sees you. Before anyone applauds your progress or criticizes your pace, the morning gives you an unfiltered, uninterrupted encounter with your own reflection. And what you do with those sacred first moments of the day reflects everything about your mindset, your values, and your vision. Think about this. If you start your day with chaos, rushing out of bed, checking your phone, skipping breakfast, leaving things to chance, don't be surprised when the rest of your day follows the same rhythm. Confusion multiplies when you let your morning slide, but the opposite is also true. When you start your day with clarity, intention, and discipline, you begin a chain reaction that impacts every conversation, every decision, and every obstacle you face. This is not about perfection, it's about alignment. It's about creating a morning rhythm that aligns with the person you want to become. If you want to be strong, you train early. If you want to be sharp, you read early. If you want to be focused, you reflect early. Your habits in the morning aren't isolated events. They are the blueprint of your identity. Every minute spent in focused action before the world demands your attention is an investment in your internal power. Morning discipline builds trust within yourself. When you consistently rise early and honor the promises you've made to your future, you start to believe in yourself again. So many people live in self-doubt, not because they lack talent, but because they constantly break promises to themselves. The morning becomes a testing ground. Will you keep the promise? Will you follow through? Will you rise when everything in you wants to retreat? Let me be clear. You don't need more time, you need more structure. The average person scrolls social media before their feet hit the floor. But warriors know better. They rise with intention, not with distraction. They understand that what you feed your mind in the morning becomes the filter through which you see the rest of your day. Negative input equals negative output. But discipline at dawn, that equals direction, focus, and inner fire. And let's talk about momentum. Winning the morning is about building psychological momentum. It's hard to feel behind when you've already trained your body, read your goals, and fed your soul before 8 a.m. Your mind is already calibrated to win. You don't react to the day, you lead it. Most people spend the day trying to get centered, but those who master the morning start centered. That's a different level of living. Your morning also becomes a sacred place of preparation. It's where you meet your future in private before you ever perform in public. The greats understand that what happens in private determines what shines in public. Morning discipline trains the body, trains the mind, and most importantly, trains the spirit. It's where noise is replaced by clarity, confusion is replaced by conviction, and fear is replaced by fire. So if you want to know where your life is headed, take a hard look at your morning. Are you showing up with fire, with purpose? Or are you letting comfort rob you of your calling? You can't control every part of your day, but you can control how it starts. And when you take full ownership of your mornings, you begin to win something far greater than time. You win trust, clarity, momentum, and ultimately, your life. Keynote 2, discipline is not a feeling, it's a decision made in advance. Discipline doesn't wait for the right mood. It doesn't ask how you feel. It doesn't negotiate with tiredness or convenience. Real discipline is forged in advance. It's a decision you make the night before, the week before, the year before, when you declare, this is who I am and this is how I live. When that alarm goes off at 5 a.m., you're not deciding in the moment. You already decided days ago that you're someone who shows up. That's the difference between people who move their lives forward and those who stay stuck. They've chosen discipline as a lifestyle, not as a temporary tool. They don't wait to be motivated. They train themselves to move regardless of emotion. Keynote 3, the first hour sets the tone for mental and emotional strength. Your first waking hour is sacred. It's where your internal compass gets calibrated. If you feed your brain chaos, you invite stress into every part of your day. But when you wake up early and dedicate your first hour to building yourself through exercise, prayer, journaling, silence, or study, you become mentally armored. You're no longer reacting to life, you're shaping it. When your mind is anchored early, you don't crumble under pressure. You become unshakable because your spirit was strengthened before the world ever made a demand of you. Keynote 4, routine over randomness. Build systems, not excuses. You don't rise by accident, you rise by system. Champions aren't formed in chaos. They operate on structured habits that run deeper than motivation. Morning excellence doesn't happen when you feel like it. It happens when you've built a repeatable system that overrides excuses, whether it's 20 push-ups, 10 minutes of gratitude journaling, or reading one chapter. Systems remove the need for decision fatigue and give your morning a strong backbone. And when your mornings are structured, your life becomes unshakable. Randomness breeds regret. Routines birth results. Keynote 5, motion creates emotion. Move first, then motivation follows. Movement triggers energy. It awakens parts of you that sleep never could. Too many people are waiting to feel good before they act. That's backwards. Action breeds emotion. The second your feet hit the floor and your body starts moving, something inside you shifts. Your blood flows. Your brain sharpens. Your mood elevates. Morning exercise isn't just about fitness. It's about unlocking the chemical power to start your day on fire. Don't wait to feel ready. Start moving, and the fire will follow. Keynote 6, silence before sunrise. Morning is the gateway to spiritual clarity. There is something divine about the early morning. It's quiet, undisturbed, sacred. It's the one time of day when the world hasn't yet demanded anything of you. That silence is powerful. It gives you space to reflect, to listen, to connect with God, to hear the whisper that gets drowned out by daily noise. Morning discipline isn't just physical, it's spiritual. You align with your higher calling when you meet the Creator before you meet the chaos. In that silence, clarity is born, identity is shaped, purpose is renewed. Keynote 7, small morning wins become massive life victories. Don't underestimate what happens when you keep showing up. One small victory, waking up early, making your bed, drinking water, stretching, reviewing your goals, compounds over time. Each action might seem small on its own, but when stacked daily, they become habits that define your identity. Consistency compounds, and the victories that seem minor in the morning become the momentum that drives you through meetings, challenges, and setbacks. Small wins stack, and those stacks, they build champions. Keynote 8, don't let comfort kill your calling. Beat the bed, build the life. Every morning, your bed becomes a battlefield. Comfort whispers, just 5 more minutes. But greatness shouts, get up and build the life you prayed for. Comfort is the thief of purpose. The bed may be warm, but your calling is greater. You can't become extraordinary by doing what's easy. Beating the bed means winning the first war of the day. If you can conquer your body's urge to retreat, you can conquer anything. Your destiny depends on your ability to rise, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Beat the bed. Build the life. Key benefits of waking up early in the morning. Mental clarity and focus. Early mornings are quiet and free of distractions. This gives your brain a fresh start, allowing for clearer thinking, sharper focus, and better decision-making throughout the day. 2. Increased productivity. Waking up early gives you a head start. You have more uninterrupted time to plan, read, pray, exercise, journal, or work before the world starts making demands on you. Strengthen discipline and self-control. Early rising is a form of self-mastery. When you wake up before you want to, you strengthen the part of you that says, I lead my life, not my feelings. That self-control spills over into other areas of life. Better physical health. Morning wake-up routines often include exercise, hydration, and healthy eating. This boosts your metabolism, improves heart health, and gives you more consistent energy throughout the day. Enhanced spiritual connection. Early morning silence allows time for prayer, reflection, and listening. It's a moment to realign with your values, purpose, and God before the noise of the world kicks in. 6. More time for goal setting and vision planning. When you're up early, you can review your goals, create your plan for the day, and set your intentions. It becomes a space for vision, not just reaction. Reduce stress and anxiety. Starting the day slowly and intentionally helps you feel in control. When you're not rushing, your cortisol levels, stress hormone, are lower, and you approach the day with calm and clarity. 8. Improved sleep quality. Those who rise early tend to go to bed earlier and have more consistent sleep schedules. This leads to deeper, more restorative sleep at night. 9. More time for personal development. Early risers often read more, reflect more, and invest in self-growth. This compounds over time, creating a noticeable edge in personal and professional life. Stronger sense of accomplishment. When you've already exercised, prayed, planned, and taken control of your time before most people wake up, you carry momentum, confidence, and a sense of power all day. Conclusion: you don't need to overhaul your entire life in one day. You just need to start tomorrow morning with intention. You just need to rise before the world wakes up and make one powerful decision: to show up, to silence the snooze button, to move your body, to speak life over your day, to stare your dreams in the face and tell them, I'm coming for you. Every morning is a door. You can open it and walk into power, or you can close it and stay stuck in yesterday's limitations. The battle you fight in the early morning isn't against time, it's against your old self. And the weapon is discipline. The reward is momentum. And the result is a life of impact. Don't let another sunrise come and go without you rising to meet it. Don't let the bed become your grave. Choose life. Choose movement. Choose to lead yourself before you try to lead the world. If you win the morning, you start building the life that wins every day. And if you win enough days, you'll look back one day and realize you didn't just change your mornings. You changed your entire future. Thank you for showing up today. Now show up tomorrow before the sun does.